Hello, friends, and welcome back, and Happy New Year. Today, I'm excited to be bringing you 5 ideas that I have for resolutions, or really, these are things you could do any time of year if you're watching this in the future, to increase your personal power as a woman. Power and empowerment as women are such interesting topics. And actually, I have a little plug this Sunday, January 9th at 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be over on Radical Ramblings channel. We're going to be doing a live stream with the topic, What is Power? And specifically talking about what is female empowerment and what things are truly empowering and what things are branded as empowering but maybe aren't. So if you're interested, come join us. We had a great chat last time, and I'm super excited to be doing that. Just a little plug for that. And now into the video. The first thing that you can do as a resolution or any time of year is to work on your health. Health is such a huge source of power for women. I don't know if we really think about it that way, but we definitely should. And my first suggestion for you is to get on top of all of your preventative health care. So if you need someone to be giving you a little nudge or just a little reminder to do these things, let that be me right now. I will put a checklist in the description and you can go through it and check off what things you've done, what you need to do, get some appointments scheduled, get things on the books, and get your health taken care of. When we talk about preventative health care, we're talking about things like your annual physical, your annual female physical, your breast exam, mammogram, pap smear, colonoscopy if you're the age for it, eye exam, skin cancer screening, and dental cleanings and exams. So if you're due for any of that stuff, get those appointments on the books. If you have any nagging issues, if you have any chronic orthopedic pain, if you have any chronic skin conditions, go get these things checked out. There may be solutions for them and there's no need to suffer. Likewise, you want to catch things early so that they don't become bigger. Our health is such a huge source of power, but when it comes to women, we tend to put other people's needs ahead of our own. We tend to not advocate for ourselves as well as we should. And I just want to give you that little bit of encouragement to really prioritize your health and to advocate for yourself. Sometimes also as women, we feel that we don't deserve to have our issues taken care of. We don't want to take up the doctor's time. We don't want to take an appointment slot that somebody else might need, who might need it more. So please know that any issues that you have or any preventative care that you need is worth it. You are worth it. And another thing that prevents us from getting the medical care we need is feeling like we might get shrugged off. We might not be listened to. We're told that our pain or other problems are just anxiety and things like that. I want you to know that there are providers out there who will listen to you. Keep trying to find them. If you're being shrugged off or you feel like you are, just again, keep advocating for yourself because you deserve it and you're worth it, and your health is a huge source of power for you. The second idea on this list of little resolutions here is to quit or reduce your use of social media. It's been proven in many studies that social media is bad for women's mental health, and anything that's bad for our mental health or our physical health does reduce our power. So if you're using Instagram and Facebook, the tendency on there is to compare ourselves to others, to try to present an image of ourselves that maybe is false. It's really quite a toxic environment. Just as there are statistics about how unhappy social media makes women, there are also statistics about how quitting social media improves mental health metrics. I really believe that you are what you eat, but mentally. So you are what you consume. If you are consuming this toxic stuff on social media all day, and I know the tendency is to get on and scroll and just consume and consume things that are bad for you, you are what you eat. So you will become that, and it's not good, and it is definitely power reducing. My recommendation is to quit them entirely, but just reducing your use at all is going to help. I personally quit Facebook cold turkey. I didn't worry about any of the photos or any of the history I had on there. I just deleted it. I did the same thing with Instagram a couple of years later. And I can tell you from my own personal experience that I never looked back and I never missed it and I never regretted doing it. I only felt good about that decision. That's what personally worked for me. Everyone's different, but I would say on the whole, social media is bad for you and you should quit it. Number 3 is wear less makeup. Learn to love your face as it is without a ton of products on it. It can be really difficult because when you're used to wearing makeup, you look in the mirror at yourself without it and you say, oh my gosh, I look so tired. And then on top of that, you're probably getting feedback from people in your life saying the same thing. So it's a lot of reinforcing, but true confidence that comes from within, feeling good enough as you are without having to put a mask on your face to feel good and to feel confident, that is really a source of power. And that's something that I want other women to experience. So just a few suggestions. Reduce the number of products you're using. You don't have to quit makeup cold turkey at all. I didn't. I went from a lot of products, full face, to a handful, then to none. You can do it in stages and baby steps. If you're using 8 products in your routine, try to knock it down to 6. If you run out of a product, don't go out and buy a new one. See if you can live without it. So challenge yourself to wear less makeup. Number 4, which was the thing that I thought of that gave me the original idea for this video, is don't apologize for your appearance. This is something that's so habitual for so many women. When they're not feeling their best, they sort of qualify their existence by apologizing for their appearance. So they'll say, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't have time to put my face on today, or oh, I'm sorry, my hair doesn't look great, or whatever. Don't do that. Get in the habit of just keeping those words out of your mouth. Likewise, if someone compliments you on your appearance, just take the compliment. If someone says, hey, your hair looks really nice today, don't say, oh gosh, actually it looks so bad. No, just take the compliment and move on. Our self-talk is so important to how we feel about ourselves internally. Again, this is a source of power to talk to yourself in encouraging ways and to stop putting yourself down. We're so used to that. We're trained to do it. It becomes this habitual thing. And we need to untrain ourselves and unlearn those behaviors and just learn to love yourself as you are and not make excuses. Also remember that you don't owe anyone beauty just because you're a woman. So I love this quote by Erin McKean. You don't owe prettiness to anyone, not to your boyfriend, spouse, or partner, not to your coworkers, especially not to random men on the street. You don't owe it to your mother. You don't owe it to your children. You don't owe it to civilization in general. Prettiness is not a rent you pay for occupying a space marked female. And finally, number 5 on my ideas or resolutions to increase your power this year is to work on your fitness. What New Year's resolution list would be complete without talking about fitness a little bit? Again, fitness falls under that category of health, a true source of power for women. Working on your fitness is really a rebellious act in a society that discourages women from exploring their strength and feeling strong and feeling powerful. We know there are obviously so many health benefits, including reducing your risk of cancer, heart disease, diabetes, etc. So there's that, and that's really the most important thing here. When we're talking about fitness, we kind of want to reframe the way we normally think about women's fitness, which is often that women go down a fitness path or set fitness goals in order to make themselves more attractive to men. And that's like the key reason why they do it. And that again is reinforced by things that we see on social media, on Instagram. Fitness is very tied into sexiness. I want you to try to get rid of all of that in your mind and just think about fitness in terms of your own health and well-being, having more energy, just feeling better overall. The advice that I can give you if you're not a regular exerciser is that don't think of exercise as this intimidating big thing that you have to get a gym membership and a personal trainer and outfits and all of this stuff. Don't put those barriers up. really start to think about fitness as pretty much just anything where you're moving your body. So whether it's a hobby you love, like gardening, that definitely counts. Just going for walks in your neighborhood, great source of fitness. Many of us haven't been able to travel the last couple years. So if you're missing that feeling of wanting to get out and explore, take that energy or spirit and go explore your neighborhood. If you're confined to your home, put on some music and just dance around. 5, 10, 15 minutes of that definitely counts as good cardio. And you only need to do that a few times a week to really be getting regular exercise, and it will make a huge difference in your energy level and how you feel. So don't put barriers up. Set tiny little goals. I'm just going to do these few little things every day, and it will build, I promise you. So those are 5 things you can do as New Year's resolutions, or really just any time to increase your personal power as a woman. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any more ideas, please feel free to share them in the comments. I would love to hear if you guys have any other ideas or what you think about these 5. So thank you guys for watching. I will talk to you soon and see you in the next one. Bye.